Hey guys, it's Koetting, and today I'd like to walk you through how to draw and consecrate a sigil. Now, a sigil is a symbol that's associated with a particular spirit or a particular spiritual energy. And through drawing it on paper and consecrating it, we're activating that sigil as a gateway of power and energy with a very specific purpose. Through the charging process, you're actually going to imbue this gateway with your exact desire, releasing your desire from your body, from yourself, through your vision into the gateway of the sigil. I'm about to show you the exact process that I've used for pretty much my entire magical life. Now that you have a blank square of paper, the way that I prefer to do this is to lay this over the sigil of the spirit I'm trying to work with. In this case, I am going to use Paimon's sigil. And this is from the Wealth Magic Spellbook by Connor Kendall and myself. You can pick yours up at bulg.co/wealth. And so I'm just going to overlay this onto the book. You can also print this out online. If you can find the sigil online, you can print it. But if you do print it out, I'm going to tell you to also draw over it. So act like you haven't printed it out. Act like you have to draw over it, because the drawing of the sigil is actually one of the first steps of charging and consecrating the sigil. And you can see I'm using pencil first to do a little rough draft of it, because my circles are never exactly circle. My lines are never exactly lines with the first draft. And so now that I've got the basics, now I'll just look at the book, look at the sigil, and fill in some of the details that I didn't pick up in the first draft of that. Okay, so now that I've got it penciled in, I will trace it with a marker. Now, here is where the first charging comes into play. So whether you've done a pencil copy or you've printed it out online, you want to take a thick black marker and go over it. And as you're drawing, as you're tracing this with the marker, think about what it is that you desire. You imagine whatever it is as an actual vision of the future that you wish to happen. Try to see the image of the outcome as clearly as you can. Try to create that image of what you want to have happen as clearly as you're able. I like to create, in my imagination, I like to create a Polaroid or a photograph of that end result. So there we have it. This is a very simplified version of Paimon's sigil. For sigil magic, I like to keep it as simple as possible. Just the sigil of the spirit with one circle around it. If you've made it to this step, this is already partially charged. This is already opening as a gateway. Now, to open it even further, hold it in front of you. You can set it down on the table. You can hold it in your lap and gaze at the sigil. You're not squinting your eyes and staring hard at it. You're not trying to use your concentration. In fact, you're doing the exact opposite. Relax. And with your vision completely relaxed and your mind and body relaxed, envision what you desire. Gaze at it and bring back to mind that picture of the thing that you desire. Try to see it as clearly as you can and push it out of your eyes. Push the desire itself out of your eyes towards the paper. And you can even begin to call the name of the spirit. What you want to do with your vision is relax so much that it almost seems like you're looking through the paper. And hold that relaxed gaze and hold the vision of the thing that you desire. You might start to feel pressure, as I'm feeling right now, where there's pressure of the vision that I'm trying to create and trying to manifest is pushing, and I can feel it pushing into my third eye. If you feel that pressure, go ahead and take a deep breath in and exhale slowly. And feel that pressure dissolving as that energy passes from your eyes into the paper. Most people will start to see some visual phenomenon like lines of the sigil disappearing, which is what I'm seeing right now. The ink looking like it's just vanished from the paper and then reappears, glowing with life, with energy. Most importantly is not necessarily what your eyes are doing, because your eyes, for the most part, when you're encountering things spiritually or psychically or magically, your eyes are being tricked into seeing things. The true vision is the internal vision. And that internal vision needs to remain locked on the thing that you desire until it's just no longer inside you, until you have a hard time focusing on it. That is a clear sign that it's done, that the sigil has absorbed that desire, that energy. The sigil as a gateway has taken that and is now working upon it in the world. Make sure that you're also not just seeing it in your mind, but that you're also feeling it in your heart, that you're feeling the peace, the satisfaction. The greatest place that you can reach with this is peace. Now, it only took me a few seconds, I don't know how long that was that I was gazing at this, but a few seconds before the sigil started to activate. I started to see what I needed to see, and I was able to transfer that desire from inside of me and placed it inside the sigil. The sigil is now an active gateway that is bringing me exactly what I desire, exactly as I saw it. Now, before you close the sigil, and when I say close it, I mean fold it up. Before you fold up the sigil and put it away, state your intention out loud. Keep in mind, you're not stating it to the spirit in the room, but you're actually speaking directly to the sigil. You are speaking to the gateway itself. And in this moment, as you're giving your command, your final command, try to search yourself for that vision. Can you bring it to mind one last time as you're saying the words? Go ahead and fold that up, fold it in half, and then in half again. And then put this away. You can tuck it inside of a book, you can put it up in your closet, you can put it in your sock drawer. Put it somewhere that you're not going to think about it for a while, because that gateway is open. That gateway is pulling what you desire to you. And then leave it alone. Forget about it. Forget about it entirely. The rule of thumb that I always get asked, especially in consultations, I'll have people ask me, how soon is this ritual going to work? My answer is always the same. As soon as you forgot you did it. As long as you're sitting there waiting for the magic to happen, it will never happen. As long as you're pacing and worrying and stressing about it, it's never going to happen. A good deal of the magic is not done while you're gazing at the sigil or while you're doing the ritual. Most of the magic is done when you're able to let it go, to release, to know that I'm good and what I desire is coming to me, and to be in complete peace towards that. The open gateway is bringing it to you. It's doing the work for you. But the biggest power of that gateway is it sucks that energy from you. It sucks your desire from you, and it stores it inside of that paper so that you don't have to worry about doing that work anymore. You don't need to worry about this anymore. You can just let go and let it come. Now with that, you're going to find yourself inspired on your actions. You're going to know exactly what you need to do to put yourself in alignment with what you desire. And it is essential that you start doing those things. That you start living your life as if you already have that thing, and as if you know exactly what you need to do to get more of it. Go about life. Forget about the ritual. Just do the things that you know you need to do. And the magic is going to happen faster than you could ever believe.